Welcome back to the channel. And in this video, I wanted to cover a few more topics from the B of A conference from Verizon. And I will leave this article in the description down below so you guys can read the transcript. But what I wanted to talk about here is, going into this week, we don't know what's coming, right? T-Mobile is announcing stuff every day, and we're getting other announcements throughout the industry. And Verizon is continuing to push the premium narrative. It's not us. It's not you. It's them. They're doing it. They are the ones that are pushing the premium narrative. They just added the Apple premium plan, right? That's a part of the premium side. They have the Get More, which is premium. Their Play More, Do More, those are technically considered premium too. And that's what they're pushing, and that's what she was talking about in this conference, that they are not going to step down. They are not going to compete. They're going to protect their margins, and they're going to remain a premium carrier, really trying to separate themselves with exclusive offers that no one else is going to be able to offer. No other carrier, she said, in the industry is going to be offered the way the Apple One plan is structured on Verizon. Nobody's going to be able to do it. It's an exclusive deal. So here's what I want to say to that going into this week, the rest of the month, and then as we head into Q4. I'm going to go on record. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say Verizon is going to have to drop prices. They will have to. I'm looking at it from an overall standpoint. I'm looking at it objectively. They're going to have to come down in price. And it's not a decoy of the welcome plan to get people in store and then upsell them. No, they're going to have to drop pricing across the board. They're going to have to drop the Apple plan. They're going to have to drop the unlimited Get More plan. They're going to have to drop that, I would say $10 to $15. They're going to have to do it. And if this management team doesn't do it, the next one that's coming in will have to. They have to compete and be competitive in the market. The whole spiel about the margins, and that, to me, that's talk for the birds, in my opinion, because as customers continue leaving you, your margins are going to come down. If you have nobody to sell to, there's no money to be made. You got to get people in store, and that's why their fixed wireless access product is churning higher. It's not because people are leaving the product and going back to what they had. No, it's because people are leaving the entire account. They're leaving wireless and fixed wireless access as a part of that. So they're leaving, they're going to MVNOs, and they're signing up with home broadband there. And it's happening at an accelerated pace, right? And I hope you guys listen to me. I see this stuff internally. I see the numbers. They're not looking good. They told us churn was elevated this quarter. We recently got a tweet from Roger, and I will leave it in the description down below, that Verizon's fixed wireless access churn is higher than T-Mobile's. That's telling you something. They're in denial. They know what's happening. They can see it. They see it in the numbers. They know what's about to happen. T-Mobile is now good enough. I don't care how you put it, word it, say it. They are now good enough to compete and take those customers. And AT&T as well. And T-Mobile is getting more competitive at scale. They're growing the network rapidly. Like I said, the port outs are coming into T-Mobile. AT&T had an insane pre-order day. They did 22 pre-orders per second. Before it started, a few minutes before, AT&T had 250,000 people in the queue ready to go. And a good amount of that were port-ins from Verizon and T-Mobile. So, and then the next announcement that she didn't make officially, but what she was alluding to, and she wasn't being very secretive about it, she says there's two big announcements coming at the end of this month. And one of them was clear as day, in my opinion, that they're bringing fixed wireless access to the TracFone base. And you can read it in the script. She said right now we're talking about TracFone. Earlier we talked about broadband. Stay tuned. I mean, I can put two and two together. It's not hard. So that's coming. I don't know what that does for that base, but I knew before that deal was closed that they would look at that base as upsell potential as well. Bringing fixed wireless access, even if it's at a bundle price of the $25, it is still an upsell that they are bringing to the TracFone base. Now that, that may work for Verizon because the TracFone is much more price conscious than the Verizon postpaid base. So that may work, right? But that was the first announcement. The second announcement, she didn't say much about that. So we'll see. But she also did say, look forward to the Play Plus coming in the fall, which is right around the corner. So we'll see what that's all about. But all that stuff, I don't think is going to bring that growth back to Verizon. The Get More plan hasn't done it. We saw Q1, Q2. Having the best network America relies on hasn't done it in Q1, Q2. It's not doing it in Q3. Not happening. It's not working. So what's going to happen? What is this Apple plan going to do? What is this Play Plus going to do in Q4? It ain't going to work. They're going to have to drop. They're going to have to collectively drop pricing. And I think they might have to budge on the welcome plan, and they're going to have to start including some promos onto that plan. I saw the OST tool when the promotional pricing came out for the iPhone. Anything evolving around any promo, the welcome plan is excluded from it. Anything. So if you go to Verizon on a BYOD basis, you cannot get any promos on that plan. Anything that you want on that plan, so you want the new iPhone, you're going to have to finance that iPhone at full price. And if you want promos, you're going to have to step up. And again, it's an upsell. I call it a decoy. The welcome plan is a decoy to get people in the door to upsell them. It makes the pricing on the advertisements makes the plan look attractive. Then once you go into the store as an average consumer and you see that any promo is excluded from that plan, it's gonna turn you off. Either you walk out or the sales reps are good enough to upsell you. Okay, this is what we offer here. You can get this. You can get the fixed wireless access. But even at that, she did say that stuff is headed in the right direction. But then she says the churn is up. We have really never seen a spike in churn until this quarter. We saw Verizon lose customers at the churn rate that they reported in Q1 and Q2, and that's because they didn't have any volume of customers coming in, right? But now we're seeing a straight spike in churn. So that means more customers are leaving at an accelerated pace, right? I'm hearing upwards of 500,000 out the door, gone. That's what I'm hearing. That's a preliminary number. So, like I said, we'll see. Just wanted to make this video, kind of talk about those topics, talk about fixed wireless access coming to TracFone. Like I said, that's an upsell in my honest opinion. I don't think that does too much for that base. Some people may sign up for it, and I think it may gain some traction, but I don't think overall it's going to be a huge hit, in my opinion. Right? TracFone is kind of all over the place. They really don't have any dedicated stores for it. I do think, and this is just a tidbit that I'm throwing in towards the end of this video for those of you who stick around. From what I'm hearing, what she talked about, I think they're going to start selling TracFone out of Verizon stores. Now, again, that's just a tidbit I'm throwing in that's not official, but I'm hearing that's what's going to happen. They're going to start establishing the TracFone brand inside of Verizon locations. And I'll ask around about that a bit more. Some people are already aware of the transitioning that's happening there, so I'll keep you guys up to date on that, but I truly think that's what's going to come. So make sure you guys stay tuned to the channel, like, share, subscribe, follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.